We are living in a time that's full of change. Political and economic change fill headlines all over the news. But there is one kind of change that we should be focusing our attention on, and that is climate change. Climate change brings on destruction and devastation to our planet. Animals are losing their homes and their lives. The World Wildlife Fund estimates that in the last 40 years, vertebrate wildlife has been diminished by over 60%. This means that more than half of the animals on our planet are gone, and they're not coming back. Of course, this is a problem that needs to be examined on a global scale, but we can begin protecting wildlife on a local level. The first step to protecting our wildlife is to know the resources that are available to ensure the safety and prosperity of the animals around us. Wildlife Works is one of those resources. Wildlife Works is a volunteer-based, nonprofit organization in Youngwood, Pennsylvania that is dedicated to the preservation and rehabilitation of wildlife in our area. They also focus on educating people about their responsibility in preserving wildlife. When animals are harmed due to human interaction, the facility believes it is our responsibility to help those wildlings to regain their strength and capabilities. What can you do to assist Wildlife Works in their efforts to protect the wild animals around us? There is so much one person can do. First off, if you see an animal that is injured due to human activity, you should consider rescuing that animal. Wildlife Works takes admissions for animal rehabilitation on an appointment-only basis. If you rescued injured wildlife, you can call Wildlife Works at 724-925-6862 to discuss the center's availability. There are some rules you should follow before disturbing injured wildlife, however. If the parent of a newborn animal is nearby, do not disturb that animal. The parent will return to care for its young. If the baby is alone but looks well-fed and thriving, do not disturb him or her. Keep your distance from the animal so the parent can return to their baby without threat. You can rescue an animal under the following conditions. The parent is known to be dead and the baby is too young to be on its own. The animal is weak, thin, cold, or appears to be sick. The animal is injured in any way, or the animal is an immediate life-threatening situation. You can find more information on these wildlife rescue rules at wildlifeworksinc.org. The important thing is to know what you should do before you interact with any wild animal. You can also help the organization by donating supplies or money. With so many animals in the facility, it can be hard to keep necessary items stocked in order to properly care for these animals. The shelter is always looking for various food items, including birdseed, black oil sunflower, and scratch feed, rehab items such as paper towels, chlorine bleach, and laundry detergent, and general supplies, including postage stamps, gift cards for grocery and office supply stores, and AAA batteries. For a full list of these items, you can always visit the Wildlife Works website. If you are a student at Seton Hill University, an opportunity is coming up the week of April 22nd. Donation boxes will be placed around campus to collect donated items for the shelter. If you can't find a donation box, no worries. You can contact me and I will take any donations to the shelter. Just contact me at my email at k.rack@setonhill.edu. Lastly, Wildlife Works is always looking for ready and willing volunteers. There are a variety of different ways to volunteer at the shelter. Animal care volunteers must be 18 years or older and handle, clean, feed, and medicate the animals within the facility. Fundraising volunteers help spread the word about Wildlife Works and help with setting up fundraising events. Groundskeeping volunteers help with the cleaning and fixing up of the property. And there are many more different types of volunteers needed at the organization. Our wildlife needs our help. Will you be the positive change in our area?